If I was to die today, you can't save me. As much as you love me and my family loves me, no one can save me. The only one who can intercede for me and save me is Jesus. I was born in Morocco. I grew up in a Muslim home. It is who you are. It is your identity. My parents divorced when I was 2 years old. My mom met my wonderful stepdad who was French, and we moved to France when I was 12 years old. I went up to my mom and I've asked her, what should we do? I'm old enough. Should I go ahead and stop praying? And she was like, you're okay. You're a good person. As long as you're a good person, you'll go to heaven. And so I just believed her and went with that. But I never really had peace. At age 18, I was given the opportunity to come to the U.S. and work. Unfortunately, I found myself in a very abusive marriage. I found myself on the couch one night crying, thinking, what just happened to me? Why am I here? I was very lost. But there was this sermon on TV. This man was preaching and he said, bow your head, close your eyes, and pray with me. And so I prayed with him. And I think that was one of the first seed that God planted in my heart. After I got divorced though, even though as the years went by, I still felt lost. I would wake up in the morning and go, what am I doing here? What is my purpose? I just had no peace whatsoever. In 2001, I met my wonderful husband of 19 years and he invited me to his church. And I went with him. I was sitting there listening to the sermon and this feeling that I have never felt in my life came over me. And it was just such peace. I felt like I was on a cloud. It was just so peaceful. Eventually, he proposed to me and we went to see the pastor of that church. And he said, well, what religion is she? And he's like, well, she's Muslim. And he's like, I'm sorry, I can't marry you. She would have to be a Christian. So I went home and my husband prayed for me. And so I decided to give my life to Christ. And it's the best thing I've ever done in my life. It's been 19 years now since I became a Christian and I wouldn't change it for the world. I told my mom about it and she said, no. You cannot be a Christian. You're Moroccan. And I said, Mom, if I was to die today, you can't save me. No one can save me. The only one who can intercede for me and save me is Jesus. And I believe in him. I believe that he came and he died for me. I thought, okay, if my family is Muslim, I have to be Muslim. But no, it's not true. When you die and you're right there in front of God, your parents, your family is not going to be there. It is an individual choice. You have to make that choice for yourself. Remember that peace I was telling you about? I found it. I found that peace. I have it in my heart every day. I know where I'm going. I have purpose. I pray that he planted a seed in your heart. And I pray that you find the truth for yourself.